Sunday night, Chucky talks bollocks.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn. I am hard, but I am fair. There is no racial bigotry here. I do not look down on niggers, kites, wops, or greasers. Here you are all equally worthless.
Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. Guys, welcome to another episode of the Real Life Show, and for those of you who have never watched that film, I really do feel sorry for you. That is a scene out of a film called Full Metal Jacket, and the gist of today's video is basically, you guys should know by now that predominantly I am a Call of Duty channel. And with the rumours in the community at the moment about the next Call of Duty being in the Vietnam era, I thought I'd give you my favourite 3 Vietnam War movies of all time and get your guys' opinion on what is the favourite few films that are based in Vietnam that you guys love also. So Full Metal Jacket is going to be the first one, because I actually feel like that is me all over. It's a very dark, humid type of film and my sense of humour is utterly disgusting at times. Drill Sergeant Hartman is just somebody I'd probably love to meet in real life, and I find the guy absolutely hilarious. The film is basically a bunch of Marine volunteers who volunteer to go into Vietnam, and it literally follows them from boot camp up until they actually enter the Vietnam War, and pretty much shows what terrifying effects it can have on people. Now what makes me laugh about this particular film here is it was actually mainly recorded in the likes of England, where I'm from, and not in anywhere near Vietnam. So great film. If you haven't watched it, I definitely suggest you get that one in on Netflix if you can. The next film that I always adored that is based in Vietnam is Apocalypse Now. Now the reason I love this particular film here is because of the way the film transpires. It's basically about a special force officer who is sent into the jungle on a top secret mission, and he's going to kill a colonel who has basically become a rogue and enters into some type of guerrilla warfare. And the special forces officer goes in, but as he's searching down this guy and his team starts getting killed off one by one, he starts becoming insane because of all the madness that's going on in the jungle, and becomes more and more like the man that he's actually going to kill. And it's just a great plot, I think, and actually one of the best war films that I think I've ever watched, putting Private Ryan aside. But because this is only a Vietnam War era special, then I can't really talk about Saving Private Ryan, so that film is exempt from this list, guys. The final film in this list is going to be Platoon, and the reason that I've chosen Platoon is because it's one of those films very similar to Saving Private Ryan, which just captures you, and it's almost believable. A lot of these films that you watched here are fictional, but this particular movie was based upon the actual director served time in Vietnam, and it was part of his experience played into a film, and this definitely showed in realism and instead of the whole dramatization. It's just definitely a film that I can watch and watch over and over again. And because of the nature of what's going on in Call of Duty at the moment, I just thought this would be an interesting video to do, to see what you guys feel. If you've ever watched any of these films, or you have another film that I haven't mentioned, put it down in the comment section below. Let's start a conversation about your favourite Vietnam War films that you've ever watched. An honourable mention is going to be We Were Soldiers, obviously, with the likes of Mel Gibson It was another great Vietnam film, more recent than most of the ones I've mentioned here. But these particular films here were definitely the films that I enjoyed the most. So a real life look into some films that I enjoy of a more real life nature, instead of the fictional game that we play called Call of Duty, which should be going back to a Vietnam type of era, hopefully this year. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they took your fancy. And as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.